The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you each week by the Kraft Foods Company. And Kraft, you know, brings you the famous cheese food Velveeta, the delicious pasteurized processed cheese food with a fine cheddar flavor that's wonderfully rich, yet delightfully mild. You can be sure it tastes wonderful because Velveeta is made by Kraft. And for years, the name Kraft has meant the very finest in cheese and cheese foods. So next time you're shopping, be sure to get Velveeta. See for yourself how unusually delicious it is. And remember, only Kraft makes Velveeta. Well, the Great Gildersleeve, his family and friends hope all of you had a Merry Christmas. Everybody at his house did. The tree was never so gaily decorated, and St. Nicholas never more generous.
Oh, boy, a hockey stick. And shoe skates. Thanks, Unc.
You don't thank me, Leroy. Thank Santa Claus.
I sure thank you for all my loot.
Well, you deserve it, Bertie. You've been a good little girl all year.
Yes, sir.
Unky, look what Bronco gave me.
Yeah, look, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, a quilted robe. His thoughtful husband.
And slippers to match.
Blue satin. Ain't that pretty?
Well, the baby's coming soon, and we want the little fellow to be proud of his mother.
That's right, my boy.
Oh, Bronco, you're the sweetest husband in the world.
Oh, Marge.
Yes, you are sweet.
Hey, sweetie, what did you give me?
Now, Leroy.
It's in that long package, Leroy.
Oh, yeah, the archery set.
How'd you know? You haven't opened it.
I opened it last week.
You what a boy.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes, Bertie?
Here's another big package for you that came yesterday.
You? Who brought it?
Santa Claus.
You mean Santa Claus came twice?
Yes, sir. This time in high heels.
Oh, my goodness.
We were told to hide it from you, Unky.
I got my gift from Catherine. Who sent it?
One of your secret admirers, Unc.
Yofer. Yeah, I don't have any secret admirers.
Oh, yes, you have.
Open it, Unky.
Well, I guess I'd better.
It sure is done up fancy.
Hey, it's an alligator.
It is not, Leroy. It's an alligator suitcase. Say, this is a pretty expensive present. Silver fittings inside.
Oh, it's lovely, Unky.
Here's the card. To Throckmorton with love, Vicky. Vicky!
That's love, all right. Alligators don't come cheap.
Yeah, all right, Bertie. Bronco, your Aunt Victoria shouldn't have done this. It's very embarrassing.
Well, didn't you send her something, Unky?
Well, yes. A Christmas card.
And she sent you love in an alligator bag.
Bertie, this isn't funny. In fact, it's getting serious.
Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yes, Bronco?
Marge and I are driving over to my folks' house.
I'm not too anxious to bump into your Aunt Vicky until I figure out what to do about that gift.
Oh, forget it, Mr. Gildersleeve. Aunt Vicky just likes to be nice to her boyfriends.
Well, I've only been out with her a few times. I'm not her boyfriend.
Mr. Gildersleeve, when Aunt Vicky decides you're her boyfriend, there isn't much you can do about it.
But...
She likes you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, I like her, too. But I've been going with Catherine for quite a while, and I won't let anything come between us. Well, I mean it.
Auntie! Uncle, I'm right here.
What a noisy family.
Hello? Yeah. Unc, it's for you.
Thank you, my boy.
It's Bronco's Aunt Vicky.
It is?
How are you going to handle it, Unc? Tell her you're going steady?
Quiet, Leroy. The receiver's off the hook.
I know. I want to see how you get off the hook.
Leroy, if it wasn't Christmas, Hello, Vicky.
Hello, Throckmorton.
Merry Christmas. And I want to thank you for the alligator suitcase.
And I want to thank you for the Christmas card.
Yeah. Well, I haven't sent out all my presents this year. Yeah, I often do it that way. Send out a card, then surprise them later with a present. Leroy, why don't you go skating?
Okay. What an operator.
Now then, Vicky, as I was saying about sending you a present.
Why, Throckmorton, you don't have to send me anything. When I like somebody and give them something, I don't expect anything in return.
No, Vicky, you'll have a New Year's surprise.
I will? What's it going to be? Oh, tell little Vicky.
Well, I can't tell you. I don't know myself. What am I going to do about Vicky? The one thing I've got to do. That's get her a New Year's present. Well, good old Peavy will help me out. Hello, Peavy.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you today?
Well, I have a gift to buy, Peavy.
A gift, you say? Mr. Gildersleeve, Christmas was last Monday.
Yeah, I know, Peavy. I still have to buy a gift.
Forget somebody?
Well, it isn't a case of my forgetting. It's a case of somebody else remembering.
How's that?
Well, yeah, I got an alligator suitcase from a secret admirer.
My.
It is very embarrassing, Peavy. Now I have to buy her something.
Very well.
She's Miss Vicky Chase, the Bronco's aunt.
Oh, yes, an attractive woman.
Well, yes. But she doesn't understand that I'm interested in Catherine Milford.
If she gave you an alligator bag, I'd say she understands pretty well.
Well, she's getting to be quite a problem, Peavy. She calls me at home. She calls me at the water department. She calls me at...
Excuse me, Mr. Gildersleeve, the telephone.
You can go right ahead, Peavy.
Peavy's Pharmacy. Yes. Yes, he's here. It's for you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, thank you, Peavy. Hello.
Throckmorton, this is Vicky.
Oop. Peavy, why didn't you tell me who it was?
You didn't ask me.
Yeah, I didn't ask you. Hello, Vicky.
I thought I'd find you if I kept calling around town.
Well, you found me.
I'll bet you're still looking for a gift for little Vicky, you naughty boy, you.
Well...
Really, Throckmorton, I don't want you to buy me a thing. But if you insist on spending money on me, why don't you spend it on both of us?
Who's that?
Well, I see there's a big New Year's Eve dance at the Palm Room.
Well...
If my little gift of a genuine alligator bag with sterling silver fittings makes you feel obligated, why don't you just take me to the dance?
But...
I wouldn't dream of suggesting it, but I'm only trying to help you get this off your mind.
Oh, yes. Well, Vicky, I may have to work at the water department.
Oh, what could you be doing at the water department on New Year's Eve?
Well, with all those parties going on, they use a lot of water. Yeah, I'll be in touch with you.
I'll be as close as your telephone.
Yeah. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Throckmorton.
Oh, Peavy, I don't know why that woman keeps after me.
Neither do I.
I guess it's just because there aren't many eligible men around.
That could explain it.
Well, I have to get her off my neck somehow. I have a date with Catherine New Year's Eve. Who's that?
Looks like your neighbor, Mr. Bullard, parking his Cadillac out front.
Look at that stuffed shirt. Bumping those other cars around to make room for his.
Yeah, he made it.
I think he's coming in here, Peavy.
Good. Mr. Bullard's a big spender.
Good morning, Peavy.
Well, hello, Mr. Bullard.
Oh, hello, Gildersleeve.
Hello, Mr. Bullard. You were a little rough on that car out there, weren't you?
Was I?
It's none of my business.
True.
What if you dented his fender?
I'd buy him a new car.
Yo.
I wish he'd dent my fender.
Give me a box of Coronas, Peavy.
Very well. You care for a box, Mr. Gildersleeve?
No, thanks, Peavy.
I'll give him a cigar. It's Christmas.
Hey, I'll take 2. New Year's is coming up.
Have a nice Christmas, did you, Mr. Bullard?
On the contrary, with Marshall at Harvard and little Craig away at school, I was very lonely.
It is too bad.
I looked at myself in the mirror while shaving, said Merry Christmas, and that's all there was to it.
Well, at least I had Mrs. Peavy to look at.
You're a very lucky man, Peavy.
Well, now, maybe I am.
For me, I suppose New Year's Eve will be just as uneventful.
New Year's Eve? Say, there's no reason for a wealthy widower like you to be lonely on New Year's Eve.
What's this, Gildersleeve?
Why don't we ring out the old year together, Bullard? We'll get a table at the Palm Room.
Just you and me?
No, we'll get dates.
Dates, Gildersleeve?
Ladies.
But I haven't given a thought to anything but stocks and bonds for the past 7 years. I don't have a lady to escort.
Well, I have too many. Yeah, I mean, I'd be glad to introduce you to one of the attractive girls I know.
The alligator woman?
Well, what do you say, Mr. Bullard?
Well, it's an idea, Gildersleeve.
You bet. New Year's Eve, charming company, balloons, beautiful music.
Yes. Perhaps I should start 1951 by breaking out of my cocoon and living a little.
Good. Now you just leave everything to me.
Thank you, Gildersleeve. It's very nice of you to share your friends with a lonely man. Very unselfish of him, isn't it, Peavy?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
The great Gildersleeve will be back in just a moment. These hurried days, when you're busy with holiday plans, you probably have need of a lunch or supper main dish you can fix as quickly and easily as possible. So let Velveeta be your handy helper. Kraft's pasteurized processed cheese food, Velveeta, can help you many wonderful ways. You can slice it thick for hot sandwiches with a delicious cheese flavor, toasted till Velveeta is melted to a bubbling gold, then topped off with slices of broiled tomatoes and strips of crisp bacon. Now, that's an easy dish that's tempting and really good. For Velveeta has a grand cheddar cheese flavor, one that's rich and yet delightfully mild. And sandwiches you make with Velveeta are good for the folks, too, good for all of them, from the preschoolers all the way up to Grandma, because Velveeta is so rich in important food values from milk that everybody needs. And it's digestible, just as digestible as milk itself. Put Velveeta on your shopping list tonight and make Velveeta your handy helper all through these busy days, to slice thick for hearty hot or cold sandwiches, to spread for snacks, and to melt for a smooth as velvet cheese sauce. Just be sure you get genuine Velveeta. Remember, there's only one Velveeta, and it's made only by Kraft. Well, as the old year wanes, the great Gildersleeve has many things to be thankful for. Not the least of which is getting his neighbor, Mr. Bullard, to take Vicky Chase off his hands New Year's Eve. Now he's bragging about his clever maneuvering as he drives Judge Hooker home.
Pretty shrewd of me, eh, Judge?
Well, it's nice of you to share your lady friends, Gildy.
Of course, they'd both rather be with me. But I'll pair off with Catherine and let Vicky have Bullard. What do you think of that?
I think Vicky's getting the best of the deal.
Sure. You can't rip me, Horace. This whole thing has worked out wonderfully. And I'm the one who worked it out.
I hope so, Gildy. But Rumson Bullard is a handsome man with wealth and position. What if he decides he likes your little nurse better than he likes Miss Chase?
Right, George. If he does, he'll need a nurse.
Well, Rumson is competitive by nature. He takes what he wants, and he usually wants what the other man has.
He wouldn't dare.
Gildy! Why are you turning around?
Yeah, I'm going by Catherine's house. I'm going to make it clear she's going with me. Judge, you wait here.
No, I'll go in with you.
But I'll only be a minute.
It'll take longer than that. I see she has mistletoe over the door.
Gilfer.
Hello there.
Hello, Catherine.
Good afternoon, Miss Milford. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Judge. I thought I'd better come out and see why you two didn't come in.
Well, I just stopped by to make it clear about tonight.
Make what clear?
He wants to tell you that he'll be your beau and that his other girlfriend can have Mr. Bullard.
Judge.
Oh, Throckmorton, you're so amusing.
Isn't it?
Well, Catherine, I just wanted to make it clear that you'll be with me.
Of course, Throckmorton. I naturally assumed that.
Great. Fine. Everything's rosy.
Well, here's Mr. Bullard.
Bullard? Why is he stopping?
Hello, Gildersleeve. Judge.
Hello, Mr. Bullard.
Good afternoon.
I'm glad I saw you, Gildersleeve. I bought a new car just for this evening.
Well, fine.
Isn't it beautiful?
Gildy, aren't you going to introduce Miss Milford?
Yeah, I guess I'd better. Miss Milford, you remember Mr. Bullard?
Yes. How do you do?
How do you do, Miss Milford?
He'll be at our table this evening with his date.
Oh, are you going to be with us, Miss Milford?
With me.
Well, this looks like a jolly party Gildersleeve has arranged.
Doesn't it?
Yes, it does, doesn't it, Gildy?
All right, Judge. Well, goodbye, Bullard. See you tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I'm looking forward to seeing Miss Milford.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Milford.
Goodbye.
Bye, Gildersleeve.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Judge.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Milford.
You said goodbye.
Here's your tuxedo vest, Miss Gildersleeve.
Thank you, Bertie.
Now you're all set for the night.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you don't sound very happy for New Year's Eve.
Well, my vest's getting a little frayed around the watch pocket.
Yes, sir. I stitched it as best I could.
Yeah, I suppose that Bullard will be wearing a new tuxedo to go with his new car.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I believe that man's got you worried.
Bertie, I'm not worried.
No, sir.
Actually, I very cleverly arranged it so that he's helping me out.
Yes, sir.
He's taking Miss Chase off my hands so I can be with Miss Milford.
Yes, sir.
The fact that he was attracted to Miss Milford doesn't mean that she likes him.
No, sir.
What if she does? That doesn't worry me.
No, sir. Competition's good for a man.
Yeah, that's right, Bertie.
And you got it.
No, Bertie.
Yes, sir. You got new competition.
Yeah, all right, Bertie.
Tonight you're going to ring out the old year by bringing in new competition. Yes, sir. Tonight you're going to ring out the old year by bringing in new competition.
Bertie, please.
Mr. Gildersleeve, you know what you're going to do tonight?
Yes, Bertie.
That's right. You're going to ring out the old year by bringing in new competition.
Oh, what's going on, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes, Unky. What was Bertie laughing at?
Me? In my competition?
Oh, poor Unky. I wouldn't worry about Mr. Bullard liking Catherine.
Yeah, I'm not, Marjorie. But I'll worry if Catherine likes him. What are you laughing at, Bronco?
You have no problem, Mr. Gildersleeve.
You haven't I?
When I was courting Marge, I was faced with a very similar situation.
You?
A fellow named Wally Hoff thought he sort of liked Marge.
Oh, Bronco.
Until I pretended I liked his girl. Then Wally sprang back to her like a rubber band.
So that's what you were up to.
Well, it worked, didn't it, Marge, honey? Any regrets?
Oh, of course not, darling.
You may have something there, Bronco.
Yes, sir. The way I see it, Mr. Gildersleeve, Mr. Bullard's interested in Miss Milford because you are.
You grabby neighbor.
Now, if you pretend you're interested in Aunt Vicky, he'll try to beat you out there.
He might.
That's his Achilles heel.
He's a heel, all right. If I play up to his date, no, I wouldn't stoop to that. Wouldn't I? Come on, Catherine. We'll lead the way. Follow us, Bullard. Vicky.
All right.
Very well.
Yeah, our table's in that dark corner.
Isn't the palm room lovely tonight?
Yeah. You're lovely, too, Catherine. You don't mind if I'm not too attentive tonight. I'm using psychology.
Psychology?
Yeah, I'm setting a bear trap with a blonde.
What's this, Gildersleeve?
I was just wondering if the bare backs will be tickled by the palm.
Oh, you would think of that, Throckmorton. Oh, isn't he a lot of fun at a party, Mr. Bullard?
That remains to be seen.
You sit here, Catherine.
Thank you.
Bullard, you over there, under the coconuts.
Thank you, Gildersleeve.
And you here, Vicky. You're beautiful this evening.
Oh, Throckmorton, you're a flatterer.
You know I'm not. You're lovely. Take the word of the water commissioner.
Drain pipe Casanova. Miss Milford?
Yes?
You're even more captivating tonight than you were this afternoon.
Oh, Mr. Bullard.
Well, Vicky is more captivating tonight than she's ever been.
Oh? Miss Milford, do your duties as a nurse allow you much time for recreation?
Well, I'm afraid I spend most of my time at the hospital.
Uh-huh. How does a man in perfect health get admitted to your hospital?
Oh, brother, I'd better get busy here. Vicky, would the charming Miss Chase care to dance?
Why, I'd love to.
It's a grand evening, Gildersleeve. I've never enjoyed myself so much.
Yeah, I can see that. Vicky, I don't want to take you away from Mr. Bullard, but you're such a good dancer.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind.
No, he doesn't. He spent all evening mumbling sweet nothings to Catherine.
So, Miss Milford?
Mr. Bullard.
Yeah, sure. Your Ronco psychology had better start working. Mr. Bullard?
What?
I say, Vicky and I are going to dance again. Unless you'd like to dance with her. She took from Arthur Murray.
Oh, go right ahead, Gildersleeve. We'll sit this one out.
Well, shall we sit with them, Vicky?
Well, perhaps we should, Throckmorton. We haven't been too sociable except with each other.
Well, they haven't been very sociable either.
You know, for a man to be lonely.
I know.
Oh, he certainly is an attractive man. I enjoyed the one time he danced with me.
Fine. I wonder what they're talking about.
Catherine, I want you to know this, then.
Ooh, I've got to get him interested in Vicky. Maybe he'd take notice if I started mumbling to her. Vicky,
Throckmorton, what are you mumbling about?
I don't know, but it isn't working.
What isn't working?
I'm trying to hear something.
Someone like you.
Oh, Rumson, you're just saying that.
No, it's Rumson. I wish a coconut had fallen on his head.
Promise that I can see you very soon, Catherine.
Yeah, George hasn't gone far enough. Bullard!
What now, Gildersleeve?
I'd like to have a word with you in private.
Gildersleeve, if it's about the check, stop worrying. I'll pay it.
It isn't about the check. Please step behind the palms.
Very well. Excuse me, Catherine. Miss Chase?
Oh, of course.
Is anything wrong, Throckmorton?
Nothing I can't handle. Come on, Bullard.
Gildersleeve, let go of my lapel.
Bullard, prepare to defend yourself.
From what?
From me. You're trying your best to steal Catherine.
I'm stealing Catherine? Ha! I was to have escorted Vicky to this party, and what have you been doing? You've monopolized her the entire evening.
Yeah, all right.
Did you expect me to talk to the palm trees?
No, just a minute, Bullard. You weren't just talking to Catherine. You were flirting.
You were being pretty cute with Vicky, too.
Well, I had a reason.
So did I.
You did?
Oh, if you're so stupid that I have to explain it to you, Gildersleeve, I've been trying to make you jealous.
Me?
Jealous enough so you'd take an interest in your own date.
Wait a minute. That's what I've been trying to get you to do.
Then you've been waiting to dance with Catherine?
And you've been waiting to dance with Vicky? I thought you didn't care for her.
Perish the thought, Gildersleeve. Vicky and I have a great deal in common. We both like money. Uh-oh. 12 o'clock, Gildersleeve. I'll see you later. Oh, Miss Chase. Vicky, here comes Robinson.
You bet. And here comes Gildersleeve. Catherine!
Throckmorton, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Catherine. Kiss?
Close your eyes.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
The great Gildersleeve will be right back. Where your family's nourishment is concerned, you don't want to guess. You want to be sure. That's why when it comes to buying cheese food, careful shoppers insist on Velveeta, Kraft's delicious pasteurized processed cheese food, because Velveeta is not only good to eat, it's good for your family, too. Rich in important food values from milk that growing children and adults need. A nourishing Velveeta is as digestible as milk itself, and it's perfect for wholesome, good-eating snacks and sandwiches any time at all. No wonder Velveeta outsells all other brands of cheese food combined. Make it your handy helper, Mother. Velveeta, the quality cheese food that's made only by Kraft. Now, Willard Waterman steps out of his role as the great Gildersleeve
to wish you all a happy and prosperous New Year. We're glad that we have this opportunity to come into your homes and wish you all the joys and blessings of the holiday season. So, it's a happy New Year to all of you from the members of our cast. Kathy Lewis,
Katie Milford,
Shirley Mitchell,
Vicky Chase,
Gail Gordon,
Rumson Bullard,
Dick Crenna,
Bronco,
Earl Ross,
Judge Hooker.
Richard LeGrand.
Mr. Peavy.
And now, on behalf of the National Safety Council, here's a special message from our little family. Merrily Robb, our Marjorie.
Let's all remember that traffic fatalities rise sharply this time of year. So keep your wits and windshields clear.
Yeah, that's right. And here's Lillian Randolph.
Bertie just wants to say don't speed. Drive slow in sleet and snow. You'll get there.
Good idea. And here's Walter Tetley, my nephew, Leroy.
Ease up and I'll freeze up. Don't skid yourself.
It was very good, Leroy. So watch it, folks. We want you to be listening next year. And Happy New Year, too, from all the people behind the scenes. From Robert Armbruster and the orchestra, our fine writers Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White. From Ray Ferguson, our engineer, Monty Frazier, handling sound effects. From our producer-director, Frank Pittman, and Virgil Reimer for NBC. And, of course, these holiday greetings come to you, too, from our sponsors, the Kraft Foods Company. Their representative on this program,
John Heaston, and the entire family of Kraft employees.
Happy New Year, everyone. Good night.
Here's a quick, pleasant way to make leftovers more delicious. Just add a little Kraft prepared mustard, and you'll add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors in boiled ham, sausage, most any meat pop right out. Every bite tastes better. Now you can get two kinds of Kraft mustard. Salad mustard, delicately spiced for those who prefer a milder flavor, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Have both kinds in your pantry. Then with every meat dish, hot or cold, just add a little mustard, and you'll add a lot of tang. Kraft prepared mustard.
Hear the Falcon every Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast, and listen next Sunday as the Falcon solves the case of the Rolling Stones.
Listen for Groucho Marx next on NBC.
Oh, don't bother me, Leroy. I'm busy.
Say, you're not monkeying with that new type filter invention of yours again.
You bet I am. I'm going to figure out why this doesn't work. Yeah, look out, Leroy. I'm going to try it again. Here goes. Oh, confound it. You're still doing just the reverse of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, instead of filtering the junk out of the drinking water, it dumps them right into it. I think there's something wrong with it, Unc.
You know, I've got that impression, too.
Yeah, but Unc, if the filter works backward, then why can't you turn something around and make it work rightward?
Well, that's just what I'm doing. Let me look at my drawings again. Right, George, I know what's wrong. My snifter valve is backwards.
Good work, Unc. Now you're getting somewhere.
Just keep out of the way, Leroy. No wonder the city engineer wouldn't okay my invention.
Well, now that you found out what the trouble is, it ought to work.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's try it again. Yeah, look at that.
Unc, it worked.
What do you know? Yeah, I've done it. My filter works.
Isn't that something?
Look at that drinking water. Pure as the driven snow.
Not one bit of debris goes into the water.
Nothing? Not one single bit.
No, because now the debris is pouring out all over the floor of the pump house.
Oh, my goodness.
Anybody from Mud Pie?
Leroy. Leroy, don't forget to hang up your coat.
Haven't taken it off yet, Unc.
That's no excuse. Hang it up anyway.
Unc, something tells me you're not quite home yet.
What are you talking about? I just came in.
I think your mind is still out at the waterworks with your new filter improvement.
Well, maybe it is at that. You know, it's a real nice feeling when you've worked on an invention for a long time and finally get it to work. Yeah, let's go out to the kitchen and see what Bertie's giving us for dinner.
Yeah, but Unc...
Yeah, something certainly smells mighty good.
But Unc, wait a minute.
What's that?
Unc, you forgot to hang up your coat.
Oh.
I thought I heard you men folks coming in.
Well, evening, Bertie.
Hi, Bertie. Say, we got exciting news for you and all the housewives in Summerfield.
The price of coffee's come down?
No, but the water you make it in is going to be lots less muddy.
Bertie's been making muddy coffee?
No, Bertie. Yeah, I meant your washing is going to be less muddy.
You mean the washing's been muddy? Tattletale Gray is telling on me?
No, Bertie, that isn't it at all. Leroy and I have been out at the waterworks trying out my new filter, and it works great now.
You mean that filter doodad you've been fooling with around here so long?
Yeah, that filter doodad. It's going to be a great improvement in the city's water system. It'll cut down costs, too.
Well, that's just fine, Miss Gildersleeve. How does it work?
Tell her, Unc. Tell her how it, and also you tell her, Unc.
Oh, yes, I'll be glad to explain how it works, Bertie. You see, this filter will just about eliminate clay baffles, settling tanks, chlorinators.
Laws and me.
And even connecting pipes and valves, perhaps even a bypass.
Well, my land. Now tell me, Miss Gildersleeve, how does it work?
Well, it just about eliminates... Well, it also does away with the... Bertie, take my word for it, you'll be glad I invented it.
Well, I'm mighty glad right now.
Isn't Unc a great guy? There's practically no limit to his talent.
Oh, well, now, I didn't say
You're
that.
so clever it sometimes sort of frightens me, Unc.
Now, Leroy?
Just kidding, Unc. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, my boy. You know, the first thing in the morning, I'm going down to the mayor's office and tell him this finally works. Because now I can get the city engineer's approval and put this thing through.
You think the mayor will go along with you this time, Unc?
What else can he do? I've got him over a barrel. If he thinks he can push me aside this time with my new filter, he's all wet. Mayor Terwilliger.
Oh, hello, Gildersleeve. Come in. It's nice to see you. Sorry I haven't time to talk to you. This is one of my busy days. It was nice seeing you. Good day, Gildersleeve.
Yeah, goodbye, Mayor. No, wait a minute. You know, I've got something important to say, and by George, I'm not leaving until I do. It's about my water filter.
You call that important?
Well, now, if you look at these drawings...
I've seen those drawings. I've got copies of them right out there in my files. I tell you, it'll never work, Gildersleeve.
And I tell you it does work. The trouble was that my snifter valve was on backward.
And so's your head.
Mr. Mayor,
This filter is important to the health and welfare of the citizens of Summerfield, even of the state. Now, look, what would you do if someone told you that when they turned on a faucet, a barracuda jumped out at them?
Gildersleeve.
Well, a good-sized tadpole.
A what?
Small minnow.
What's that?
Well, the water might smell fishy.
No.
No, honestly, Mr. Mayor, these filters should be installed all over the state. They'll protect the public's health. Now, if this were presented to the governor...
Governor McWhirter wouldn't look at it unless it was approved by the state engineer. And he wouldn't look at it unless it was approved by the city engineer. And he wouldn't approve
but they will approve it now because it works. When you think of the protection it'll give the state's health and how little it'll cost, why, the man who presents this to the governor will be highly honored.
Gildersleeve! Highly honored, eh?
Yeah, I'll bet they'd even erect a statue to such a man.
I suppose you picture yourself as the state's favorite drip?
Yes. Certainly not. Mr. Mayor, why are you so against my filter?
I'm not against it.
Well, then why aren't you for it?
Because I'm against it. Gildersleeve, I haven't any more time to waste. In 10 minutes, I'll be laying a cornerstone. Now I've got to rehearse my speech.
Yeah, but Mr. Mayor...
Ladies and gentlemen of Summerfield, my heart is filled with pride as I stand before you with my trowel in hand.
If you'd speak to the governor...
the cornerstone
Mr. Mayor.
of Summerfield's finest fish market.
Now, look, I won't take up any more of your valuable time, but just remember, Mr. Mayor, a Gildersleeve never gives up. Good day.
Well... Geraldine, look in the files out there and bring me the drawings under City Plans 906B. And will you also make reservations for me on the 3:30 plane to the state capitol?
Mr. Gildersleeve. What can I do for you this afternoon?
I'm out of cigars, Pete.
Very well. It's been a nice day, hasn't it, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Not where I've been.
My, where have you been?
Well, among other places, the mayor's office.
No wonder you're at outs with the world. What did that pipsqueak have to say today that the world could do without?
He said no.
It must have been something really good, then. If it was completely worthless, he'd jump at it.
Yeah, I was talking to him this morning about my improved water filter.
Oh, well, that's something else again.
No, Peavy. My filter works. I found out what's wrong.
No, it really worked?
It's a great improvement, Peavy. But I don't know how I'm going to get it to the governor.
You know what I think, Mr. Gildersleeve? I think that little powder pigeon Terwilliger is blocking you because he knows you'd get a lot of honor and glory out of it. And he just couldn't bear to see someone else get ahead.
Oh, I don't think that, Peavy.
Mr. Gildersleeve, do you know what you should do? Take your drawings to the state capitol yourself and show them to the governor.
Yeah, but how could I get to him? Yeah, I might get there and he wouldn't even see me.
Hey, I'm glad I found you, Unc.
Yo, has Bertie got dinner ready?
Search me. Hi, Mr. Peavy.
My, your motor's running.
Yeah, I know. I got something to tell you. I was just in the telegraph office.
Who were you sending a telegram to?
I wasn't. I was talking to Piggy. You know he works there. You call him if you want a messenger boy.
But I don't need a messenger boy.
No. Now listen. Piggy said he wondered what the mayor was up to.
Skullduggery, or I missed my guess.
Well, the mayor sent a wire to the governor saying he'd gotten the city engineer's final approval, and he was leaving on the 3:30 plane with the drawings for an important city plan that would benefit the entire state.
What's that?
That's making the grass a double-crossing you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
He's taking my drawings to the governor himself. Oh, I can't believe he'd do a thing like that.
I can. It's the kind of thing he'd do at the drop of a hat.
Confound it, I'll take a plane and see the governor myself.
Aren't you having time to catch the 3:30 plane, and that's the only one today?
Well, you can take the train tonight. The Santa Fe chief will get you there first thing in the morning. The mayor may not be able to see the governor until then anyway.
By George, I'll do it.
Attaboy, Unc. That's the old fighting spirit.
Good for you, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Yeah, I'll fix that scoundrel. I never thought he'd stoop to such an underhanded trick.
No, I wouldn't say that.
You want your luggage on the rack or under the seat, sir?
Yo, just under the... Oh, yeah. Sorry. Didn't mean to jostle you.
That's all right, sir. You have to be careful when the train lurches.
Yeah, I'll watch it. Is dinner still being served?
Yes, sir. Just a second call for dinner, sir.
Yeah, I always enjoy eating on the train.
Next car beyond the diner, and the diner's 2 cars down. I'll make up your berth later, sir. Do you have a lower or upper?
Yeah, I had the upper. Yeah, I wanted the lower, but the lower was taken, so I had to take the upper.
Yes, sir. Whenever you're ready to make the ascension, I'll bring the steps.
Oh, my goodness. Sounds like he's talking about a balloon.
How do you like to go to sleep, sir? Feet first or head first?
I like to go to sleep all over.
I mean, do you like to ride forward or backward to the engine?
Forward at all times. I'm not a bit backward.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Porter. And this is for the trouble you've gone to and the trouble you'll have later getting me into that upper berth.
Yes, sir. Looks like a lot of trouble ahead.
You said the diner was down this way?
That's right, sir. 2 cars.
Yeah, thanks. My, make these corridors a little narrow. Yeah, this must be the drawing room car. Yeah, haven't got my train legs yet. Narrow here, too. Yeah, I'm sorry. The train lurched. Hope I didn't hurt you.
You nearly flattened me, that's all. Oh, dear, everything's spilled out of my purse.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry. Here, let me pick up your things.
It's all right. I'll get them. Never mind.
What'd I step on?
My compact?
You. Sorry. Yeah, I'll replace it.
I wonder which one of us will have the 7 years bad luck.
Well, it depends upon whether I'll see you again or not.
That's what I mean. I wonder which of us will have the 7 years bad luck.
Oh, now, please, don't be angry. Nancy?
Well, first you bump against me and almost knock me down, and then... How did you know my name was Nancy?
It's written on the top of your compact.
I forgot.
Yeah, if you'll allow me to introduce myself.
I would much rather you didn't.
Yeah, but Miss, Nancy, yeah, I've apologized. I said I'd replace the compact. What more can I do?
Well, if it's geometrically possible, I would like to get past.
Yeah, well, certainly.
I think perhaps I can make it if you inhale.
Yeah, all right.
Hold it now till I get by. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Anytime. Yeah, perhaps we'll meet again.
What did you say?
Yeah, I said perhaps we'll meet again.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah, I guess she didn't understand what I said. My, she's an attractive girl. I think I'm going to enjoy this trip much more than I thought I would. It's been a pleasant trip so far. I always enjoy a train ride.
Lance called for dinner. Lance called for dinner.
Yeah, well, I'd better hurry along. Sorry, the train lurched again. Did I hurt you?
Oh, that's all right, sir. When an immovable object meets an irresistible force, something's just bound to happen. First call for breakfast, second call for lunch, last call for... Oh, just come and get it, folks.
Well, I worked. I did shake him up a bit. Well, I'd better hurry. Wonder how I'm going to get through this stateroom corridor after I eat dinner. They may have to stop the train and let me go around outside.
Oh, no. Well, I see you are still at large, and I do mean large.
Let me help you pick up your things again.
How can it be you again?
I just get around, I guess.
But you went to dinner once.
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. You see, after we, shall we say, bumped into each other?
Yes, let's do say that.
Well, I went back to change my tie to see if it'd bring me luck, and by George, it did.
Maybe I should go back into my compartment and change my earrings and see what that'd do for my luck.
Oh, now, listen. If you just have dinner with me, I'm sure I could persuade you to forgive me.
I've had my dinner, thank you.
Yeah.
So if you'll excuse me, I'm going back into my room and close the door and lock it. Then I'm going to count slowly to 3,000. By that time, surely it'll be safe to venture out again.
Yo, but Nancy. Oh, pooh. This train's making better time than I am.
Here you are, sir. Nice piece of chocolate pie. Piled high with whipped cream.
Yeah. This will make me feel like a new man. There was something to make Nancy feel like a new man. Yeah, well, might as well forget it and have a big, luscious bite of... Nope.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I've ruined your pie.
I was just going to take my first bite.
And now you're wearing it. Let me wipe your face. Oh, I am so sorry. I'll order you another one.
Face?
No, pie. Please don't be mad at me.
Yeah. How could anyone be mad at you? You know, this could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Why don't we go into the Pleasure Dome car and get started?
Well, that's where I was going.
Well, what are we waiting for? This way. Yeah. How about this? Isn't this cozy?
Oh, this is a magnificent view from here. It's such a clear night you can even see the outlines of the hills.
Yeah. Have you noticed the moon? See? Up there in the sky?
Yes, that's where it usually is.
Hey. the stars are up there, too. Yeah, I made special arrangements.
Well, twinkle, twinkle. You know, you haven't told me your name.
You know, I haven't? It's Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Well, hello, Throckmorton.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Summerfield's water commissioner.
Well, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm on my way to the state capitol to show the governor my new filter I've invented for the water department.
Well, I'm even more impressed.
If I can get it through that thick head of his, what an important invention this is, it'll benefit the whole state.
Well, I do wish you and your filter lots of luck.
Thank you. I'll probably need it.
Well, this has been very pleasant, but I think I'll go on back to my compartment. I always read a while before going to sleep.
Oh, not so soon. Here, listen. I have to have your address so I can send you a new compact.
I'll see you in the morning and give you my address. Then you won't forget it.
Yeah, don't worry. If I get it, I won't forget it.
Fresh off, sir?
Oh, yes, thank you. I don't suppose you've seen anything of that young lady I was with last night.
No, sir.
Maybe she's mad at me again.
Did you say something, sir?
No, I was just...
If you stoop over, I can't brush you off, sir.
I was trying to look out the window. Look at all the people. And the photographers down there on the platform.
Oh, that's the governor standing over there. But I don't know the other man.
Oop, I do. That's Mayor Terwilliger. Here you are, Porter. I've got to get out there right away. He's there with the governor and the photographers. He's taking all my glory. Pardon me, madam. Got to get through. What a double cross this is. He's probably claiming he invented it. Oh, Mayor Terwilliger, Mr. Mayor.
Gildersleeve.
You bet. Here I am.
What are you doing here?
The same thing you are. I came to show the governor my invention.
Terwilliger, who is this man? Governor McWhirter, this is Summerfield's water commissioner, Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
How do you do? Yeah, glad to know you, Governor. Well, Mr. Mayor, aren't you going to tell him who I really am?
Okay, if it'll make you happy, you're Summerfield's water commissioner.
That's not what I mean, and you know it. Tell him that it's really my invention.
It is not.
Oh, I suppose you've been telling it's yours.
It certainly is. What's the matter with you, Gildersleeve? And I haven't claimed to find out. I've got to catch my train.
Now, just a minute.
I don't know what this is all about, but whoever owns the invention, I've turned it down.
You turned it down, but you couldn't. Think what it would mean to the entire state.
Much too costly to put into operation.
No, but it would cut down expenses.
I doubt if it would work.
Yeah, but it does work.
It's no use, Gildersleeve. He's just not interested.
Naturally, I'm all for anything that would keep people from being run over, but this is too complicated.
But it's very simple. It's run over.
And the stop-and-go signs would be hard to install.
The installation would be the easiest part. Stop-and-go sign.
You can't change his mind, Gildersleeve. He's definitely not interested in my plans for a new traffic.
But I explained how it's traffic system. Wait a minute. You were showing him plans for a traffic system?
Certainly. I've worked on this for years. What did you think I was here for?
Well, I thought... what I mean is... but you see...
Gildersleeve, stop sputtering. I've got to catch my train. I'll see you when you get back to Summerfield.
Yeah, just forget anything I said, Mr. Merritt. It was just a mistake.
You bet it was, and you made it. Ha! Governor, drop in and see us any time you're down our way, won't you?
You bet I will. Sorry it didn't work out. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Governor. Goodbye. Nice to have seen you, Terwilliger.
Too bad about that invention of his.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry I misunderstood, Governor, but I was talking about another invention. You see...
I see you two have already met.
Why, Nancy.
Nancy?
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Dad?
Aren't you surprised, Throckmorton? Look at his face, Daddy. He's flabbergasted.
At least.
Daddy, this is a friend of mine, and he has a perfectly wonderful new invention for a filter to purify water.
He has?
Mm.
Well, why didn't he say so?
Well, I was just about to.
You're the very man I want to see. What this state needs is an improved system of filters installed in every single pump house.
It does? Oh, yes. Of course it does.
My dad isn't so thick-headed after all, is he?
He's one of the thinnest heads I've ever seen.
Does that make up for the chocolate pie I ruined?
You bet. That's the best piece of chocolate pie I ever wore.
The Kraft Foods Company presents Willard Waterman as the Great Gildersleeve. The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you each week at this time by the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the wonderful new Kraft Deluxe Slices. Now you can enjoy the most delicious pasteurized processed cheese you ever tasted. And you can enjoy it in perfect slices. That's right. Every neat half-pound package of Kraft Deluxe Slices holds 8 sandwich-sized slices of this delicious processed cheese. Slices you can depend on to be in perfect condition. None with dried edges or broken pieces, but really perfect slices because they're wrapped right in the spick-and-span Kraft plant, protected all the way to your kitchen. Tomorrow, look in your grocer's dairy case for those neat packages of extra delicious processed cheese, Kraft Deluxe Slices. Now let's see what's doing in Summerfield. The Great Gildersleeve worked later than usual at the water department today, and it's well into the winter evening as he turns the corner heading for home. Window lights glisten on the new snow, and our water commissioner's heart is warm with thoughts of home and fireside.
Yes, sir. This will be a fine night to gather the little family around the fireplace and pop some corn. Make up a batch of molasses candy. Well, Leroy.
Pull me home in my sled, will you?
You all right? Climb on. I guess I can be a horse for half a block.
Okay, I'm on. Giddy up.
Here we go.
Huh, that's not like a horse.
Huh?
Put the rope in your mouth.
Now, my boy, let's just go along this way.
Okay,
Leroy, it's pretty late for you to be out playing. How does it happen you're not in the house?
Oh, old Marge is on the warpath. What a sister.
What's this about your sister?
I can't figure her out. Holy cow, if you look crosswise, she hollers that you're picking on her.
My goodness.
I went outside. Let Bronco put up with her. Poor guy, he's married to her.
Well, we have to be especially considerate of Marjorie right now, Leroy. You know, the baby will be along very soon. Makes a big difference. She's easily upset.
You're telling me. There's no living with her.
Yeah, I can see I should have come home earlier. This family falls to pieces when I'm not around.
I'm not falling to pieces. I got out.
Your trouble, Leroy, is you butt into other people's affairs. Marjorie and Bronco will get along fine if you just leave them alone.
All I said
You shouldn't have said anything. Marjorie's very touchy right now. We simply have to go about the house quietly and happily, saying nothing.
Is that what you're going to do when you get home?
Absolutely.
This I got to see. Giddy up.
Hello, everybody. Marjorie, Bronco, Bertie, I'm home.
You see, you said something already.
Now you run along to bed, Leroy.
Can't I stay up and watch?
There's not going to be anything to watch. I'm home now. Everything's going to be fine.
Can I leave my door open?
Leroy.
Okay. Hello, Unky.
Good evening, Marjorie.
Good evening, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Well, Bronco, the young father's soon to be.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so happy, Unky. It just seems too wonderful to be true.
Isn't that sweet?
Oh, where's my hat, Marge? I'll go down to the drugstore and get that hand lotion you wanted.
Oh, your hat's on the table, darling. And will you get me a jar of face cream?
Oh, sure, honey.
You're a real lovebird, that Leroy.
Goodbye, darling.
Bronco.
What is it, honey?
Well, you didn't even kiss me goodbye.
But I'm only going to the drugstore.
Well, what's your hurry?
No, just a minute.
But, darling...
Is the drugstore more important than your own wife?
Well, no, but the hand cream...
Why are you so anxious to get me hand cream?
I didn't say I was.
Aren't my hands attractive anymore? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Your old brother.
Marge, honey, but you asked me to go. You need the face cream.
Oh, now you're telling me I have wrinkles.
I didn't say that.
I'm just an old married woman with rough hands and an ugly face. I don't blame you for running off to the drugstore. You want to get away from me.
But, Marge...
Oh, my goodness.
You see what I mean, Unc? You see?
Leroy, you go to bed.
He doesn't love me anymore, Uncle Mort.
I do, Marge, I do. But you told me to go to the drugstore. Didn't she, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yeah, wait. Leave me out of this. I'm a neutral party.
He can't wait to get out of the house. You can see that, can't you, Uncle Mort?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, no. I didn't see anything.
Attaboy,
Go to bed.
Oh, Marge, I didn't mean to do anything wrong. Bronco loves his little darling.
Are you sure?
Cross my heart.
Be good to me, Bronco.
It's all over. They're in love again. Gildersleeve, you're clever. Bertie, you in the kitchen?
I'm here, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Good. I wondered where you were.
I'm in the kitchen, and that's where I'm staying, in the kitchen.
Well, everything's all right now, Bertie. I'm home.
Only place to be around here is in the kitchen.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Bertie. But it's all straightened out now.
Been pretty lively around here today.
So I hear, Bertie. But I'm home now.
Yes. The way Miss Marjorie's acting, that stork is warming up for the takeoff.
Well, just do as I do, Bertie. Don't interfere. Just be neutral.
Yes, sir. It's been stormy weather today with Miss Marjorie. I'd no sooner get upstairs to dust the bedrooms and bang, come the lightning, and I'd run to the kitchen.
Yeah, I know, Bertie.
And into the living room to dust the piano, bang, come the lightning, and I'd run to the kitchen.
Yeah, I understand, Bertie.
All I've been doing all day is dusting and running.
Well, Marjorie and Bronco have patched up all their little differences. The storms are over. And simply because I refuse to take sides, Bertie, that solved the whole thing.
You sure?
Positively. They're in the living room right now, billing and cooing. Yeah, George, it just proves that when young couples have difficulties at a time like this, it's because some older person interferes, tries to give advice.
Yes.
I know my hair looks dreadful. You don't have to tell me.
I I didn't say that.
Bang! Run for the kitchen.
Bertie!
I forgot we're in the kitchen.
I'm going upstairs. Good night.
Now what happened?
She went upstairs. Poor Marjorie. She's just not herself. Excuse me, Mr. Gildersleeve. I'll go and see if I can help.
Ooh, what a family. Everything was so peaceful.
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Come on in the kitchen, Bronco. It's the only safe place in the house.
I can't figure it out. What do I say? How do I say it so that she can make it come out something else?
Well, as I said before, Bronco, I'm not taking sides or giving any advice.
But if I only knew what to do. If it keeps on like this, I don't know if I'll live till the baby gets here.
Poor kid.
What would you do if you were in my shoes, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well...
You've lived longer than I have, and you always seem to know a lot about women.
Well, I do. When in doubt, Bronco, always let a woman have her way. Simply say yes to everything.
Everything?
Yes, indeed. Give Marjorie anything she wants. Promise her anything. Anything that'll make her happy.
Do you think that's safe?
Certainly. This situation won't last long. In another month or 6 weeks, the baby will be here. And it'll all be forgotten.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You bet.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I should have talked to you long ago.
Well, you've been pretty busy.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. There's a smart boy. Bread's going to feel good tonight. Midnight. Yeah, what the heck. It was an evening well spent. Getting Bronco straightened out. After all, why shouldn't I give him advice? Nothing wrong with telling a fellow to give a woman her own way. She'll get it eventually anyway. Bronco won't have any more problems. Neither will I. Oh, bed. Pretty neat the way I put Bronco on the right trick. Just a matter of understanding people. Human nature. Maybe I ought to be a psychiatrist. How's that? Who's in the hall?
It's I, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Oh? What are you doing prowling around in the dark, Bronco?
Marge wants me to get her purse. She left it in the car.
Can't you get it in the morning? It's perfectly safe. The garage is locked.
Marge wants me to get it now. You know what you told me, Mr. Gildersleeve. Sorry I woke you up.
Yeah, that's all right. I wonder if I can get back to sleep. Sure. Bronco will get Marjorie's purse, and then she'll be happy. And after all, that's the important thing. Gildersleeve, you have an instinctive sense of how to handle women. Bronco's just young and inexperienced, and that's all. Who's there?
It's I, Mr. Gildersleeve.
What's the matter now?
Going downstairs. Marge is in the sewing room reading. She wants me to get last Sunday's paper.
Yofer. Last Sunday's paper. Why doesn't she go to sleep?
She doesn't want to go to sleep. She wants last Sunday's paper. You know what you said, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Well, look in the back porch.
Okay.
Last Sunday's paper. All the silly ideas in the middle of the night. Still, anything to keep her happy. Sure. She'll read a while and drop off to sleep. Everybody will be happy. Of course, it's pretty tough on Bronco. But it's the only way. And she'll love him for it. That's the main thing. Psychiatrist, you'd better get some shut-eye. Bronco, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Now what's the matter?
Marge is hungry.
We'll get her a sandwich.
She doesn't want a sandwich.
What does she want?
Sauerkraut.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Ask Bertie if we have any.
I did. We haven't.
Well, tell Marjorie to go to sleep. This is ridiculous.
Mr. Gildersleeve, I did just as you told me. When she said, Bronco, I'm hungry for sauerkraut, I said, darling, I'll get you sauerkraut.
But, Bronco, where are you going to find it at this time of night?
I don't know, but I have to find it someplace. I did like you said. I promised.
You, brother, in the middle of the night hunting for sauerkraut.
What are we going to do, Mr. Gildersleeve?
There's only one thing to do. Psychiatrist, get off your couch.
The great Gildersleeve will be back in just a moment. Have you seen those neat, square packages marked Kraft Deluxe Slices in your grocer's dairy case? In every one of those neat packages, there are 8 perfect slices of the most delicious pasteurized processed cheese you've ever eaten. They're the wonderful new Kraft Deluxe Slices, and they're different from any sliced cheese you've ever had before. That's right, because instead of being cut from a loaf, these slices of extra good-tasting processed cheese are formed by an exclusive new Kraft invention. And this invention actually captures all the fine processed cheese flavor, more delicious flavor, in every slice. Then, so these slices will be sure to reach you in perfect condition, with no broken pieces or dried edges, they're wrapped right in the spick-and-span Kraft plant. 8 slices to a half-pound package. And every one of these slices is large enough to cover a slice of bread. So imagine how handy Kraft Deluxe Slices are for those quick cheese sandwiches and snacks you need so often. For a variety of cheese treats, you'll want to keep several kinds on hand. Those neat packages of Kraft Deluxe Slices take up so little room in your refrigerator, you can keep several kinds on hand always. So tomorrow, be sure to look in your grocer's dairy case for those handy slices of extra delicious processed cheese. Kraft Deluxe Slices. Now let's get back to the great Gildersleeve. With Marjorie and Bronco anticipating a visit from the stork, our water commissioner is finding life a little complicated. For example, it's after midnight, and Bronco has awakened the great man to inform him that Marjorie is hungry. Does she want a sandwich? No. Glass of milk? No. She wants sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. In the middle of the night. Bronco, she must be dreaming.
No, she's not, Mr. Gildersleeve. She's sitting up reading a newspaper. That's where she got the idea.
You what idea?
In the paper, there's a picture of a man pitching hay. She said it made her hungry for sauerkraut.
You brother.
You told me to give her anything she wanted.
But this is impossible. There are no stores open. There's no place to get sauerkraut at this time of night.
But, Mr. Gildersleeve, you said that
Bronco, the trouble with you is you don't know when to be firm with Marjorie. Where to draw the line. You can't give in to every little whim. She won't respect you.
Well, I want to do everything I can.
Certainly, my boy. But you have to learn how to say no. She'll run you ragged.
Who's running ragged?
Leroy, get back in bed.
Who's running ragged?
Nobody.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
In the middle of the night?
Leroy.
Okay, I'm going. What a family.
What'll I do, Mr. Gildersleeve? I told Marge I'd get her some sauerkraut. I can't go back on my word.
You're a good boy, Bronco. You run back to bed. Yeah, I'll explain to Marjorie.
Well...
Don't you worry about it. I understand women a little better than you do. Just leave it to me.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Gildersleeve.
Sure. Yeah, I'll simply go and tell Marjorie if she's hungry, she can eat what we have in the house. That Bronco. The way he lets Marjorie wrap him around her finger. Marjorie. Marjorie.
I'm in here in the sewing room, Unky.
Well, reading pretty late, aren't you, my dear?
Well, I couldn't sleep. And you know, Unky, all of a sudden I have a terrific craving for sauerkraut.
Well...
And Bronco is so sweet. He insisted he's going to get some for me.
Now, Marjorie, Bronco's tired. In fact, I just told him to go back to bed.
Oh, you're a darling, Unky, but do you think you can find sauerkraut this late at night?
Who, me?
I've never been so hungry for anything before in my life. All I can think of is a big plate of sauerkraut.
But, Marjorie...
Oh, you're such a dear, Unky. Getting out of bed to do this just for me. I don't want much, really, just a little bit of sauerkraut.
But you just said...
Oh, I'm a terrible nuisance, aren't I?
No, certainly not.
Making you get up at this time of night to wait on me.
Well, I don't mind that. It's just that...
Oh, you're so good to me, Uncle Mort.
No, it's all right.
And I don't deserve it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You deserve the best of everything.
But it's so late, Unky. Where are you going to find sauerkraut?
I don't know. But I'll find it if I have to crawl on my hands and knees to Milwaukee. I should have worn an overcoat over my overcoat. What a night to be out hunting for sauerkraut. Still, anything for little Marjorie. By George, she'll never forget that her old uncle got up in the middle of the night to get her sauerkraut. Yeah, here's Peavy's house. He's an old friend. Maybe he'll have some. Yeah, I wonder how I can arouse Peavy without waking up Mrs. Peavy. Peavy. Yo, Peavy. Peavy. Oop, somebody turned on a light. Yeah, he's coming. Hello, Peavy.
Is that you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
It's yours, mate. You open the door and let me in. It's freezing out here.
My gracious.
Phew. Yeah, sorry to wake you up in the middle of the night, Peavy. But this is urgent.
Well, what happened? Did the dam go out?
No, nothing like that. Peavy, I've got to have some sauerkraut.
How's that?
It's for Marjorie. You know how it is, Peavy. The baby will be along soon.
Well, don't you think it ought to have milk?
Yover. This is not for the baby. The sauerkraut's for Marjorie.
Oh, is the baby going to be born tonight?
No, Peavy, for goodness sake. Haven't you heard of prospective mothers having cravings for strange food?
Well, yeah.
You're all right. There's only one thing in the world that Marjorie wants, and that's some sauerkraut. Yeah, I promised I'd get it for her, Peavy. How about it? Do you have any?
No. But how about some cheesecake? That's what Mrs. Peavy's sister ate when she was expecting.
No, thanks.
Well, if she wants something sour, I could let you have some of Mrs. Peavy's lemon fritters.
Well, that's very kind of you, Peavy. But Marjorie has her heart set on sauerkraut. Nothing else will do.
Well, if you could wait till tomorrow...
Yeah, I can't wait until tomorrow. You don't understand how the mind of a prospective mother works. I do. What was that?
That was Mrs. Peavy tapping on the floor with her mentholatum jar. That means come upstairs.
Oh, for goodness sake. Peavy, you let women lead you around by the nose.
I'm not walking around in the snow looking for sauerkraut.
Out! Good night. There's only one more chance. Judge Hooker. You wonder if the old goat eats sauerkraut. And if he does, he probably cooks it in Kalak water. Well, he might have it. It's worth trying. You old brother. What a night. Judge. You judge.
Who's down there?
It's me.
Who's down there?
Yofer. Judge, stop bleeding. You'll wake up the whole neighborhood. Come down and open the door.
That you, Gildy?
Yes, Judge.
What's the matter?
I want to talk to you. It's very important, and hurry up. I'm freezing.
All right.
Being cross-examined on the front porch at 3 below zero. Ooh, it's cold. Why doesn't that old goat hurry up? He takes his time at a time like this, that's all. Ooh, it's cold.
Gildy, what are you doing out at this hour of the night?
Yeah, I'm gathering icicles. Let me in, Judge.
Well, what happened?
Nothing happened. We have an emergency in our house.
It's the baby. The baby's here.
No, wait. No, not yet. This is for Marjorie. I've got to find her some sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut?
You understand these things, Judge? It's the only thing she wants. And I promised I'd get it for her.
Oh, I understand. Bless her heart. And bless you, too, Gildy, for being so thoughtful.
Yeah, thank you, Judge.
Launching forth into the bitter night in search of a tidbit to please the little mother-to-be.
You're all right, Judge. Do you have any sauerkraut?
No, I haven't, Gildy. But I think I know where we can find some.
Bless you, Judge. Where is it?
Well, my friend Miss Matterhorn puts up sauerkraut.
Miss Matterhorn?
She lives over on the corner of Spruce and Crocker Streets. A lovely girl. You can walk in any time and she'll welcome you with a cozy of tea and a tray of the most delicious macaroons.
Yeah, I know, but Judge...
And sugar donuts that she bakes herself. Come to think of it, Gilda, I'll put on my overshoes and go with you.
3 o'clock in the morning. But by George, I got the sauerkraut. Gildersleeve, when you decide to do something, you do it. Yeah, I can't wait to see the expression on Marjorie's face. She never thought I'd do it. Where's my key? Darn slippery plate. Sauerkraut running down my sleeve. You must have left the key in my other pants. Confound it. Bertie! Bertie! Bertie, hurry up!
That you, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Yes, it's me. Let me in, quick.
Land alive, where you been?
Well, I've been out getting something for Marjorie, Bertie. Where is she?
She's in your study. What you got in that plate, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Sauerkraut. For Marjorie. I promised her I'd get it, and I did. It's a good thing somebody in this house understands the girl.
Yes, sir.
You bring some forks and things, Bertie. I'm going in and present the big surprise.
Yes, sir.
Marjorie, here comes your uncle. With guess what? Marjorie. Marjorie? She's asleep in the chair. Probably dreaming of a big plate of sauerkraut. Yeah, I'll hold it under her nose. Watch her wake up, smiling.
What's the matter?
It's me, Marjorie. Unky. Look what I brought you.
What is it?
Just what you wanted, my dear. Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut?
Yes, just what you wanted.
Oh, Unky, it doesn't look nearly as good as I thought it would.
Marjorie.
You know what I'd really like, Unky?
What?
Watermelon.
Oh, my goodness. You go to bed.
Great Gildersleeve will be right back. To please all the folks at your house, there are 5 delicious varieties of Kraft Deluxe slices, so everyone can enjoy these perfect slices of extra good-eating pasteurized processed cheese, whether it's wonderfully mellow Kraft American with scarlet pimentos added, delightful nut-sweet Kraft Swiss, Kraft Brick with that deep-down rich taste, or sharp Old English brand. You'll want to have several kinds on hand always because these perfect slices are so handy for cheese snacks and sandwiches you can fix easily and quick as a wink. Tomorrow, look in your grocer's dairy case for the 5 delicious varieties of Kraft Deluxe slices.
Bertie, is that you?
Yeah. Mr. Gildersleeve?
What are you doing up?
I'm just looking around, checking up on all these dear hearts and gentle people.
Well, you'd better get some sleep, Bertie. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the little family.
Yes, sir. It's been a long night.
It sure has, Bertie. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Gildersleeve.
There's a good woman. Let's see. Yeah, Leroy's asleep. At last. Marjorie's asleep on the couch in my study. You wonder how Bronco's doing. Yeah, there he is. He's sleeping, too. Yeah, sleep well, Bronco. You'll be a father soon. And a good father, too. It isn't easy right now. But you're kind and good. And you and Marjorie will be happy. Good night, young man. You've had a busy day. Good night, folks.
The great Gildersleeve is played by Willard Waterman. The show is written by Paul West, John Elliott, and Andy White, with music by Robert Armbruster. Included in the cast are Walter Tetley, Mary Lee Robb, Lillian Randolph, Dick Crenna, Earl Ross, and Dick LeGrand. This is John Heaston saying goodnight for the Kraft Foods Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products. Be sure to listen in next Wednesday and every Wednesday for the further adventures of the great Gildersleeve.
There's magic in mustard. Yes, when you want to put new taste excitement in almost anything, just add a little mustard and you'll add a lot of tang. Hidden flavors pop right out. Every bite tastes better, particularly if the mustard you use is Kraft prepared mustard. There are two kinds of Kraft mustard, you know. Kraft salad mustard, delicately spiced for those who prefer mustard mild, and Kraft mustard with snappy horseradish added. Get both kinds, for when you add a little mustard, you add a lot of tang. Kraft prepared mustard.
Don't miss The Falcon each Sunday over this station. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast and listen next Sunday as The Falcon solves the case of the invisible thug.
Listen for Groucho Marx next on NBC.